Here's to Thirsty Thursdays. Ah,
What's good, fam? Hey, we got a special guest in the building for Thirsty Thursday. Adalat, you ready? All right, you got your can? Perfect. Okay, now pay attention. We're going to skim the top. So just like this with your finger, whoosh, just like that. And then we're going to take just skim the top, baby. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. And then we're going to get the gutter in between the lid and the can with your thumb, just like that. And then we're going to blow, just like that. Very good. Very good. All right, fam, listen, we had some technical difficulties and it breathed life into a day after and a day after and a day after. But here we are. We're back. And I think we should just start from the beginning. Adalat, just introduce the people who you are, let them know what you do. And then I want to get into this whole architecture thing, man. You got some cool stories, bro.
Thank you very much. For the first, I'm grateful to you to invite me to your podcast. I really, truly appreciate this, and I appreciate what you do by giving people a lot of emotion and good impressions. So thank you for very much. And now I'm here. This is the twice, double time, but anyways. We do
Yes.
the game. So what about myself? As a person actually involved in sports, I came up with the idea of connecting sports with the architecture for my favorite teams and fighters, like AKA Gym for Javier Mendes, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Eagle FC, Arena, Khabib Gym, and Mark Coleman Gym. There's a different kind of projects, interesting projects. K Dojo Warrior Try. And I can only dedicate a limited time for this because I have to focus on my real orders, which is providing my income. So it's really hard, in the same time you working for your life, but you try to spend your time to your hobbies, just like that.
Yeah, very cool, man. So fam, I was on Instagram and I had noticed through somebody else's feed. You might have followed me on a lot, but anyway, I found your Instagram and I was going down it and I just thought, oh man, I just hadn't seen anything like that before. So I thought, oh man, how cool would it be to have this guy come on and kind of talk perspective of not necessarily the fighting game itself, but the entertainment side, you know what I mean? The visual side of it all. So what is the first project you saw that you thought, hey, I could make this gym or this stadium or this event look even better? What was the first one?
The first one was this couple of years ago, I thought about the idea. Okay, what can I do for the sports side? Okay, I just
Yeah.
think, but I got a really lots of basic projects, which is it just saved in my computer. But I thinking maybe I can do something with this. So first project, it's Eagle FC Arena. It looks like an eagle, but before I thought about the airport. Okay, and then I just opened this project and I say, okay, this looks like an eagle. Maybe I can do something which looks like an eagle. Okay, so what about Eagle Arena, Eagle FC Arena? So I thought about this. I made this project. I shared it on YouTube. Then I shared it on my Instagram page. And after, it motivated me to keep going and working with the other projects. And after a couple of years, it gives results. So I got very interesting followers, famous followers, celebrities, and and day by day, it gives me the other motivation to go to making more different and interesting projects. So right now I am like inside this big family of sport unity, like a architect, sports architect. So this is really great. I'm so happy, and I just want to say thank to all the celebrities. They give me opportunities like. Thanks to Javier Mendes for this opportunity. Thanks to Mark Coleman, Vicente Cemento. Especially thanks to Murat Kistov, the head coach of K Dojo Warrior Tribes. He gives me a lot of opportunities. He supports me a lot of times. And in this last fight, we meet for the third time of the Azamat was a kind of fight, and I feel like it's a big atmosphere, like a big family. I feel a lot of good emotions, and I just want to say I'm so happy. So right now, I'm really happy for this results.
Yeah, no, I think it's funny how you have this reaction to, hey, I can make this better in Eagle FC, and that's what caught your eye. I'm curious how you got hooked up with Javier Mendez. Did you just try and catch him at a fight, or how'd you get in contact with Javier?
Yes, of course, I contact with him, but not contact before the fight, before this project, because I don't have in my mind. I don't have a goal of something financial. Moments like much more bigger than financial interest. Okay, it's like my idea. I just try to make this. Just like a gift, or maybe give impressions. Maybe
I
I
see.
I
Yeah.
got emotions or interested in because before I spend lots of time in my free time. So when I participate in European countries, when I live in Europe, Lithuania, I can dedicate limited time for this, but I have also time. I can training, go to the gym, and then spend my time to my hobbies. Your hobby, it's not like personally your profession. Okay, so your special profession. Okay, you earn monies from this, so you have lots of orders from real clients, but this side is different. So this is when you can show your position like much more bigger than just a professional architect. Okay, this is your idea. This is a special idea. So, and that's what I'm thinking, and I'm really happy that it gives results after a couple of years. I got interesting persons around, and right now I keep connect this relationship with them. So this is really great. So I'm so happy. And yes, about connection with Javier Mendes. Yes, after I contact with him, and in Umar Nurmagomedov's fight, Umar against Seth Hagen in Abu Dhabi, August 8th, I meet with him and I present him directly. So, but he's not expect this. I just meet with him. I present him this project directly, and now I'm real calm. Why? Because there is no copyrights. This is really important thing for me because anyone can just download these videos and projects, and maybe some of guys who is close to the celebrities, it's easy to present them that this is our project. Okay, so what can I do? But now I'm really relaxing. I'm really calm because I present all of these guys directly, and it's okay. But now I'm keep going to working with the other projects. Now, this is. I think this is the reason why we meet with you, and I'm really happy that U.S. some of U.S. television, U.S. podcast page of Slash Show, you know, just invited me to his podcast, and this is. I think this is also one of the biggest, success for me, and for my family. Thank you so much.
No, I love that, man. I appreciate that. Hey, you never know who's gonna watch this. You never know who's gonna listen, right? And
Yeah.
I like how you made it more. You're not just throwing together some designs in ChatGPT or whatever. You're actually making the designs personal to them and to their
Yeah.
brand. You're just enhancing their vision, right? And the process of getting in touch with them and showing them your work, that takes some studying, it takes some education, it takes some confidence because you got to present that to them. So nothing but respect to you, man. That's crazy. I love that. Would you say that when you present a project to somebody like Javier, or if you happen to run into Dana or Khabib, that you're received with gratitude, or do you kind of have to, work your way in there to make sure that they see your work?
It's really hard moment when I try to meet with them all because it's really hard. They are super world stars. They have lots of securities, and I don't like to show myself like just a fan because as you can see, fans just all fans just trying to make the selfies, and that's all. So for me, it's most important thing is to show myself as a professional person, as a
Okay.
professional architect, trying to taking just catching some moments of dialogue. And of course, then, I know that I got some interesting things. What can I show the people? Not like talking, just only like, hello, how are you doing? Just start on just, for example, hello, Mr. Dana Wise. I got some interesting projects for you. So can you give me some 5 minutes? And I show them, and what I like that these guys is so humble. So they show his respect, and and I think this is the results of my hard days when I spend for all these jobs, and it gives really great results. I'm so happy. And the one of the things that in my last visit of the UFC, I met with Bruce Buffer. When I meet with anyone inside, they look at me. Yeah, you are the sports architect. Remember you? You also give
Yes.
me great.
So they remembered, man. So it was effective.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool. I got to ask, man. So maybe give us a little insight into you've got your day-to-day job and this is your passion, the sports architect, right? So when you get done, maybe give us an insight into what does your day look like as far as your day-to-day job ends and then the passion job needs to kick in sometime. Do you focus more on the weekends or is this an everyday thing late into the hours? How do you find time to pursue what you want to do ultimately in regards to everything else that's going on in your life?
Yeah, this is really great questions, and because it's hard, to think in every time, and to focusing on your different direction, because it's really hard in my profession working with some clients. It's terrible sometimes. Some of them understanding you, some of them trying to, is what you can give them. And sometimes it's broke my focus. But when I take in some relaxing time, empathy moment, free time, okay, let's do it. Let's draft some, new ideas. What can I do? Okay, let's do it in this sports exhibition center, for example. You can see this in my Instagram page. And yeah, I agree with you. It's really hard, but as well as however, no matter how difficult it was, I had the motivation. So I keep going to working with my new ideas. So like this.
No, I love that answer. I feel like there's always a part in an entrepreneur story or a dreamer story where they had to put in the extra work, the extra hours. And it's important for people to know you can chase that, you can be that, but you might have to chase and pursue it after you put the kids to bed or after all your other work's done first. Adalat, I appreciate that, man, because people always say they want to do something or pursue something, but they don't realize it can take a lot, behind the scenes to actually achieve that. So to be honest about that is huge, man. Forgive me. Do you have a family? You got any kids?
Yes, yeah, I have 2 kids.
That's girl dad. I love it, man.
And actually, I became a father last 2 months. My second daughter, she was born just a month ago.
Just a month ago. Wow. That's got to be a huge motivation to get out there and pursue those dreams.
Yeah, family is, everything for me. It's also biggest, motivation for me to do all this stuff. Just trying, you know, uh, like this penguin going to the river. Because yesterday we see a lots of videos about this, Kazuma.
Oh, dude, that's great. What are some of the things I like to do with you, man? Do you like to just watch shows, or what do you guys like to go do?
Yeah. But I'm not sorry.
I'm just asking with the older daughter. Is there any things that you guys like to do, like play games or whatever? Like, what is she into?
Yeah. Of course, sometimes I'm just trying to train with her, show her, some boxing skills. Sometimes we're running. I bring her to the she trying to do some stuff of crazy things because this is a kids they like to stream running etc. And I think for them it's the best thing is to show them and bring them to the gym where with there is a big empty place they can make some salts, doesn't matter, crazy things as a kid.
That's great, man.
Yeah, but of course, it doesn't matter girls or boys. I think our children should be stronger. I think if we, provided them for some of class of sports, I think it's good maybe karate or judo or wrestling, boxing. I think you agree with me. You are as a father agreeing with me because it's really good for that. times for them, they started to grow and understanding the world. And I think physically, they also should be stronger.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I tell that with my own kids. I wish they were more into it, but you got to take learn some type of skill to be able to move in sketchy situations, defend
Yeah.
yourself, stuff like that. So I respect that, man. I wanted to ask you, when you've been able to formulate yourself as a sports architect and you've been able to put out these renderings and to meet these people that respect your work and really start to build a name for yourself, what is your dream project? What is your ultimate goal in this that would just make you feel like that you've just arrived? This dream happened.
Yeah, my dream project, as an architect, to participate in some of super global, big arena. This is not like a small dreams, etc. It's gonna be maybe some special big arenas, where we can see some of futures competitions, tournaments, and also maybe some conference. It's something like looks like my last project, the sports exhibition center. This is not place for the tournaments, but it's actually the place where you can remind the story of the world famous, athletes, and it doesn't matter in different field of sport. And there is some TV, a slideshow. You can see the inside. It's like level of exhibition museum. Because this is like a live museum, so you can see the videos and maybe some fighters came there and making some interesting conference and tell the history, the personal story about how they can, for example, to be a champion, like different things, something like that. Exhibition center, tournaments, mix it in one big arena, maybe
Dude,
something like that.
I could picture that in my head, actually. That'd be amazing. So you're thinking of doing like this big exhibition hall where people can come in and compete, but then also have these rooms where maybe we could have the guests come in and tell their story
Yeah.
about their fight life. Wow. I
And
love
maybe
that.
maybe very different tourists, different biggest fans around the world. They are connected in one big place, and interesting people coming inside. They watching all these stories inside. And of course I will use some halls inside, like you feel yourself like you are a champion, you are someone when you're running inside this hall. And there is a TV, and there is uh, some of like stories, for example, from 90s to the present moment, something like that.
Yeah. Wow. Dude, that'd be fantastic. And that works anywhere in the world. It could be in Las Vegas, it can be in Dubai, you could
Yeah,
just incorporate it and then they can come to you wherever that's built. I think that's great.
yeah, it doesn't matter the place, doesn't matter. The only one thing is just maybe find some investors, maybe find someone who are really interesting in this field, because sometimes we're thinking about some tournaments, but I just want to say that we see right now very modern atmosphere inside. Like I see uh, new technologies in the lighting system inside the octagon, around, because some of media TV presentation of all the fighters before they come inside the octagon. So I think we can do a lot of good things additionally, and I also will be happy to present on this, to be the part of this, the moments,
Yeah.
the special moments of the MMA history. I don't know, we'll see.
Dude, I dig it. So, if Dana's watching or if Fertitta's brothers are watching or if Khabib's team is watching, let's build one of these things. Let's build the exhibition center, prove it out. They can come in, tell their stories, inspire the kids, the whole deal, man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, so I'm so sorry, brother. I have another interview coming up in just about 10 minutes, but I wanted to say thank you so much for coming on, working through all these hiccups and bugs. I mean, you're a patient man. I love that. Where can everybody find you on social media so they can see your work?
Thank you so much. And I just want to say social media, my social media is very simple, adalatsportsarchitect.com. And the other one is Adalat Sports Architect Instagram page. That's it. And the YouTube page is going to be the Ultimate Architect before. Right now, it's also the same, Sports Architect Adalat.
Okay,
Free.
very cool.
And I just want to say thanks to you. Your show is very interesting. The emotions, we're having fun inside. I wish you good luck, and I hope to see very interesting guests in your show in the future. Maybe some famous fighters, different field, maybe boxers, MMA fighters, and slap show fighters. I follow your channel and I watching all your interviews. It's really interesting. You give them good emotions for people, and they feel ourselves very special in your show. So thank you so much for this.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, man. Well, hey, man, let's hang out for a minute while this uploads. Thank you so much. Go follow this man,
Thank you so much.
everybody.